If a game isn't sold out 72 hours before kickoff, the Federal Communications Commission's rules impose TV blackouts on the home territory. They were adopted in 1975 when selling tickets was a team's primary revenue source. While both the NFL and broadcasters say the blackout rules continue to be necessary.
Let's talk about this.
Well, if folks start listening to their constituents in their district, which I certainly have been, from across the political spectrum, they want us to get back to work.
Featuring Dem Congressman Pat Ryan. Ryan is doing something that many in the sports world would agree with, yet few lawmakers have dared to challenge. And to be clear, regardless of one's politics, this is a move that could be labeled a bold venture, since in essence he is taking on the likes of Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft, Dan Gilbert, owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, widely viewed as the Trump of the Midwest, and the rest of the billionaire, predominantly white ownership class in sports. So what is Ryan up to, and how can his legislation aid the sports fan? One thing we can all agree on, with all of our differences, all right, the sports blackout rule has to go. Per the FCC, a sports blackout occurs when a sports event that was scheduled to be televised is not aired in a particular media market. A blackout may prevent transmission of sports programming on local broadcast networks and or non-broadcast platforms such as cable and satellite TV. Cordcutting.com notes the simplest way around this problem is to subscribe to a premium sports provider with comprehensive game broadcast rights like DirecTV. Therein lies the issue. Thus, Ryan weighed in. On October 31st, his statement read, "Yesterday was the sports equinox, the one day of the year that all four major pro sports leagues, the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL, play at once. Yet New Yorkers," who he represents, who already pay thousands of dollars a year to watch their favorite teams, stared at black screens because billionaire owners care more about profit than their fans. It's total BS. He made it clear. He disagrees with how the leagues have partnered up with select apps/companies in order to hinder the consumer's experience in trying to watch some of their favorite teams or favorite leagues. Apple TV Plus has the rights to MLB games and Major League Soccer. Amazon carries the NFL's Thursday Night Football. ESPN Plus carries a myriad of NHL games, which I'm thankful for. Peacock offers Premier League Soccer, college football, and Sunday Night Football. And Max broadcasts the NBA and NHL games. Let's not sugarcoat it here. The leagues are not asking, they're demanding that we, the sports consumer base, pay for all of these different streaming services in order to watch their product. It's blasphemous. And NHL games. You shouldn't have to buy 6 streaming services just to find out the game is blacked out. The leagues make more than enough money. Let's put power back where it belongs, with the fans, his statement continued. So to put this in context, when I was living in Los Angeles and I wanted to watch the Lakers or I wanted to watch the Clippers, I couldn't. Sometimes even when it was a nationally televised game, we couldn't watch it in the LA market because Spectrum owned the rights to Laker games. I believe Bally, a local RSN, owned the rights to Clipper games. So I had to subscribe to those packages/companies in order to watch those games. If I were to log on to the NBA League Pass app, which I have, NBA app which has League Pass, which I have, and I have paid for it for probably 6 years straight, 7 years straight at this point, it would say this game is blacked out. You can't watch the Lakers. You can't watch the Clippers. So the leagues are putting their fan base in a very tough spot here. Meanwhile, you have NBA Commissioner Adam Silver saying everything is just changing. We don't understand. You do understand. It's that Gen Z, millennials, what have you, don't want to pay for cable when all we want to do is watch one team's games. That's a preposterous ask. Ryan gets it. As a result of policies adopted by major sports leagues and broadcasters, fans in their home team's territory are blocked from viewing nearly all of their team's games on any platform other than their local regional sports network, or RSN, forcing them to subscribe to the RSN while out-of-market viewers have their pick of cheaper, more comprehensive streaming services. Even RSN subscribers can be blacked out when the league sells the exclusive rights to certain games to streaming services like Prime Video, as it's happened over 20 times to New York Yankees and Mets fans over the 23 Major League Baseball regular season. Awful Announcing would weigh in. Altman Salone has published a global sports survey the last several years and released information about how consumption of sports fans are changing in the streaming era. To no surprise, the proliferation of streaming platforms and paywalled games have made it much more challenging for fans to track their favorite teams. A stunning 60% of fans responded that they have trouble finding games that are essential for them to watch.